Happy New Year from the Beer Adventurer
and Lunchbox.
Well, if you look at what day we're sending this, it's New Year's Eve. And since I'm the Beer Adventurer and High Life is a champagne of beers.
Champagne of beers.
And since
Says
it's
so right on the bottle.
in the champagne shaped bottle, I had to buy one.
Of course.
And as we've said before, I don't drink just the good beers. I drink beer. And so we'll review beer. And to be honest, since I was probably too young to drink this beer, this is my go-to cheap beer. It really is.
Well, as you know, my dad drank this beer.
Mm-hmm. My dad did too.
So this is the first beer that I ever had, because you sneak in dad's beer when you're way too young. So yeah, this defined a beer for me at an early age. So now nothing compares to it. Nothing compares.
So this is the 2008, the champagne of beers. You got the cute little foil on the top.
That means it's good.
Yeah, expensive. I'm not sure how much this is going to run you.
A different top.
No, I was hoping it would.
Top for the. No special.
Oh my
top.
gosh! It was even twist off.
It was twist off, and we didn't know it.
Okay.
Come on.
Well, whatever.
I mean, it is an American beer.
Well, not really. I mean, it's. Well, you know what? All their tops like this are twist off, so they wouldn't make a different bottle and have to make a whole different top just to run some of these.
You know what? Yeah, you should have known it.
Yeah.
Should have known it, folks.
So
we saw the bow tie.
Let's see.
See, it even looks like champagne.
It does.
Nice
Or
thick
a little bit
head,
over
bubbles
here
all
for
over the glass.
Studio audience, and
If that don't say bougie.
I mean, look at that. I'm leaving just a little bit for the color. So let's review Miller High Life. It looks like champagne. Some people are gonna say it looks like something else,
But it smells like a really good beer.
I've said before that a lot of a beer, just like music, it's what was going on in your life at the time, and if you were having a...
Oh, yeah.
Because think about it. How many people do you know that got just sick on tequila, and now tequila, you say the word tequila, and they go, ugh. Well, when you say Miller High Life, I smile. I do. It's
First time I got drunk without getting sick. I was a senior in high school, and I worked at a convenience store. So I knew how to get it, and I took a 6-pack of this to the party.
Ooh.
Yep. I was the coolest guy there because I had beer.
Nice.
And so we had a 6-pack amongst like 27 seniors.
Well, a lot of the review shows are like, ooh, the lacing and the,
It laces on the glass like a real fancy beer.
High Life actually is a little maltier than some of the beers, and it actually has a smoother taste than you would consider a lot of this colored beer.
That to me, it has the perfect balance of smooth, full body, and crisp, like all at the same time.
It does,
and that's really weird to capture all that. It's amazing. It's crafty.
I think a lot of people have gotten to the point where any of the beers made by the big beer companies are garbage, and there's no need for them, and blah blah blah. Well, here's the thing. To be honest, some of them are garbage.
I suffer from that. Yeah, I suffer from that. When I see Yingling on the bottle, I'm like,
I like Yingling.
Yeah, but
Yingling. I mean, but okay.
It's Bush though. It's a Bush product.
Well, it wasn't.
So that's what I think. That's what I related to. And I probably skip over some amazing things just because.
I'm lucky. I'll try anything. I've found a lot of great things that were cheap, and I've found a lot of. But when if I'm going to the river.
Oh yes,
we fishing beer.
We took this to the river. Yes, we did.
Working in the yard beer. This is Miller High Life is my go-to cheap beer.
It's my go-to domestic, but you know what? As good as it is, like I find it hard. It's hard to find in a bar.
Yes.
On the domestic menu, and a lot of times you won't find it at a convenience store. You'll find a lot of Miller Genuine Draft and of course Miller Lights everywhere.
MGD's not bad. I don't like Miller Light.
But Miller High Life, I found a lot of times they're in about a half the convenience stores.
Yeah.
And
a lot of times
they're probably in about
32 ounces.
About a tenth of the bars. A lot of bars just don't carry this kind of stuff. You got to find them when them redneck honky tonk juke joints.
Okay. Besides that, sometimes you'll find them in the real mustache waxy,
the hipster
face
bar?
tattoo. Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't been
So,
to a hipster bar.
the
You
hipster-
have to show me one of them.
Yeah. Just try Nashville. There.
I got my plaid shirt.
I know.
That's right. Let's go, baby.
Yeah. If you're wearing flannel and you can't change a tire, don't wear flannel.
Man, this is a great beer.
Honestly, I like it. I'm always gonna like it.
Forever.
Sometimes it's my shower beer.
Ha!
If you haven't had a shower beer, you're missing out. Cold beer, hot shower, great job. And you know, the other thing I like is it doesn't suck. It's an easy to drink beer, and a lot of times you can get like a 32 ounce can for like $2.
Or under $1.89.
A lot of times you can. Now this one here, literally, it cost me $3.50, and 60% of that was this cold bottle, and I'm gonna probably put it on my shelf. I will with some of the other
Neato.
Yeah. So, well, I guess it's time to ring in the new year, and I wanted to do it with something I liked. So here you go. And so let's go ahead and we'll get right down to it. Did you dig it?
Well, yeah.
Would you buy another?
Yeah.
Would you buy a 6-pack? I literally bought a
I
6-pack of
have
these.
several and will in the future.
Yeah, I've drank enough Miller High Life to float a bass boat.
Wow.
And so
Me too, but I stole it from my dad.
Yeah, there you go. So on 1 to 10, what do you give it?
As much as I just want to be like 10, face it, it's like a really high 7, 8 beer.
It is.
You know, it's really crafty. It has all the things that I want. So yeah, like I'll just go ahead and say 8 because it's got the
Okay.
If we're talking about this one with the bottle, I'll give it 8.
Okay, this one right here is what we're reviewing.
Yeah.
And this is an 8 because I like the beer, I like the presentation, and
Would you seek it out? I do on a regular
I
basis.
did seek this out. And here's the other thing. Like I said before, it's part of what you will form bonds with things you like. You know, the way your dog, your significant other, your vehicle, your
Jaeger.
yeah, your high school. This was like my first beer.
My first beer.
There, I have a strange bond with my first craft beer. I hunt that one all the time. It's a good beer, so that's why this is an 8. If you
Hell
don't
yeah.
think so,
Let
tell
us
us
know why.
what your beer like that is. What is your beer that you rate higher than it should be rated because you love it?
What is your go-to beer?
Yeah, I mean,
This is my go-to beer. Like if I have to have something domestic, I'm just not a beer person, but this I like. I've always liked it. I always will like it.
I mean, and here's the thing. Like I said, I like Miller High Life. I do not enjoy Miller Lite at all.
No,
I've had the Miller High Life Light.
I'm not even.
It's not even that bad.
I'm not even a fan of the Miller Genuine Draft, the MGDs.
It's okay.
It has its own little niche. You know, it's got a more robust, fuller
Yeah.
flavor to it than this even does, but it loses some of the other stuff in the process.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, this is it. It's called the champagne of beers for that reason. When you pop the top, it pours like a champagne. It drinks like a champagne. It just tastes like a really good beer.
So there you have it. To your next beer adventure.
Cheers.